So I've been listening to a lot of albums this year. I mean, quite a lot actually. And I've seen some album covers that are really good and I really like, and others not so much. But that got me thinking, are Splatoon album covers any good? So here we are, ranking every Splatoon album cover. You guys seem to like it when I rank stuff, so I'm gonna roll with it. Before we get into the ranking, I'm going to explain a few things. For what I have included in this video, basically Wikipedia. If something is listed as a cover, then I included it. Singles count for this as well. But it is very likely that I've missed something. I covered as much as I could find though. And secondly, different genres of music will have different types of album covers, but I'm ignoring that for this video. Any sort of context has no part in my rankings. It's just all about the look and feel of the cover. Got that? Alright, here we go. Number 55, The Crater. There's all this talk about, oh, anything can be an album cover, and technically, yeah, anything can be an album cover, but it doesn't mean it'll be good. Plain and simple, this sucks. I know it's just a screenshot from The Crater, but this is ugly. Nothing stands out, the glare is kind of in a bad spot, it just looks bad. I do not like this cover at all. Number 54, Watch Out. There's all these random songs you get from Alterna, and they all have unique covers and artists. Some are good, and some are this. Why is there so much text on it? What is with this ugly gray color? And what is this square? Why is it here? It's more creative than the last one, but it still sucks. Number 53, Despair. A lot of Splatoon bands have covers like this, where it's just the member standing there, but this is by far the worst. First of all, they're on a white background, because I guess it just forgot to add it in the background, and the logo goes over them. It makes way more sense to be standing in front of your logo. Like, I'm sorry, Despair, but your album cover sucks. Number 52, On the Clock. In all honesty, this one isn't really that bad, but I really don't like this peach color for some reason, and because that takes up a large portion of the cover, I'm placing it this low. Number 51, DJ Octavio. I've played Splatoon 1, so I know what's going on in this cover, but you can't really see that at a first glance. Why is it so dark? You can't, like, brighten it up a little? Also, who had a camera during this fight to create this cover? Maybe Octavio forced Cuttlefish to do it. Number 50, DJ Leafish. I don't know, this one's just kind of a mess. Maybe if the stickers weren't more spaced out, it wouldn't look as bad, but it's also just not that interesting anyway. Number 49, Calamari Incantation 3 Mix. I mean, it serves its purpose, but really it's just a lot of text. I feel like this works better for, like, the back of a t-shirt than an album cover. I mean, it's not a bad design, it's just not an album cover. Number 48, Mimicry. The colors on this one are just kinda ugly, that's really all. Although, why are there, like, actual people on this cover? Those aren't Inklings. What are they? What? Number 47, the Ebb and Flow demo. It's just a picture of Marina, so it's not that interesting, but it is a demo, so I wouldn't expect Off the Hook to make anything cool for this. Number 46, the Splatoon 3 Grizzco one. I wouldn't expect Grizzco to do something interesting for an album cover, but let's be honest, there's really nothing of note here. And for that reason, we can very quickly move on. Number 45, Splatoon 3 Lobby. Very similar to Grizzco, there's nothing going on here, I just have to rank it because it exists. Number 44, Firefly. This looks like a Daft Punk cover, to be honest. And this would place higher if it wasn't for these two random circles at the bottom. What is the need for this? It ruins the entire cover, I'm not kidding. Number 43, Splatoon 3. I'm gonna skip this one because everything I say applies to the next one, which is number 42, Splatoon 2. There's a few of these Splatoon covers, but there's just something about these ones I don't like. I think it's the multiple eyes. Genuinely, I can't tell you what my problem is about these. There's just something that sets me off. Oh, and 3 places lower than 2 because of this ugly thing. Number 41, The Shoal. It's like the Grizzco one, except it has a gradient. So, you know. Number 40, Splatoon. I mean, it's fine, it serves its purpose, but as a cover, it's pretty boring. It's got some squid eyes in the album title, that's all there is to say about it. It's sure one of the covers of all time, let's be honest. Number 39, Table Turf. Pretty similar to the last few, it's not that bad, it just serves its purpose, but it's really not that interesting. However, I do give bonus points for a squid with headphones, because I am a squid with headphones. Number 38, DJ Real Soul. This looks like a mixtape. Like, this screams rap mixtape. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess, just maybe keep the opacity at 100 for the disc. I mean, it makes the whole cover look faded and sad. How is it supposed to stand out among the other mixtapes? Number 37, the Splatoon 2 Grizzco. It's very similar to the other Grizzco one, but there's actually something, like, going on. I mean, there's fish in the background, basically, that's what I'm saying. Number 36, Octotune. Definitely the best of these Toon albums that used the eyeballs and then actually did something with it. There's the splatters, the cross tentacles, and even a cool font. The only reason it isn't higher is because just imagine this as a human. Just two human eyes staring you down. Oh wait, I guess Breaking Benjamin kind of did that with one eye, and I like that cover. Number 35, Dead Fish. Starting here are all the covers that I actually do like. Unfortunately, my favorite character, Oct, starts us out here. It's not a bad cover, but there just isn't a whole lot to look at. White backgrounds don't really do it for me, but I mean, it still looks good enough. Number 34, Damp Socks featuring Off the Hook. This could have been a lot better, but what is the reasoning for this massive white border? It takes up way too much space, makes the whole thing feel very crammed. The idea is there, but the execution is not. Number 33, Octoplush. Again with the large border. I mean, at least it's not just plain white though, so it kinda works. Although the center part is lit very strangely, which is why it's worse than the Turquoise October one I'll get to later, but still not that bad. Number 32, Seven Seas Crew. You see what I mean with the opacity thing? It's so much clearer and less dull. But I will say, the fact that it's Splatoon text probably helps it a lot here. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of text with nothing else going on. Number 31, this Alterna one here. It is just an image of Alterna, so no, there isn't a lot to talk about. However, it's a lot better than the Crater one because it's actually a pretty scene. If you're gonna just use a random image for a cover, at least don't have it, like, actually random. Make it something pretty, like this. Also, don't put weird-ass text on it, Kanye. Number 30, Wet Floor. So, apparently when Sea Creatures started to create music, the only albums they found that survived the Great Flood were Weezer albums, because all of their covers look exactly like this. But the Wet Floor one is my least favorite of those. These lines in the background don't match up at all, and again with the white border, but the blue colors are pretty. I mean, I don't mind these covers. I don't know why I'm still trying to critique them so much. Number 29, Anxiety Society. It's a pretty cover. I just think you could have done without all the text at the bottom and lined up the road with the bottom, but it still mostly works for a cover. Number 28, Wave Goodbye. This works really well for what it's intended for, which is a farewell, but context can't affect my ranking, remember? So let's actually judge the cover. Now this is lit very nicely, and honestly the Squid Sisters probably have a whole team dedicated to this. I mean, like, it's definitely a good cover, there's just not a whole lot to look at. It's an image of the artist at the beach. It passes. I love the Squid Sisters. Number 27, Squid Squad. Of all the covers, this is the most like the Blue album, just because of the expressions. But it's pretty good. My only issue is that the members don't stand out enough against the background, but otherwise it's fine. This is also one of the most iconic Splatoon groups and covers, so. Number 26, the Splatoon 2 Sashimori cover. These guys are so emotionless. There's so much sushi and shit in the background, and these guys have no reaction to it. This cover makes me laugh. I really don't know why. I respect it. Number 25, Bottom Feeders. Oh, look, it's Anxious. Yeah, Weezer if they were on the flag of Saudi Arabia. That's basically all this is. Number 24, Turquoise October, the Splatoon 2 one. This is what I was referring to during the Octoplush segment. It's pretty strange, but it works, I think. This is one of very few cases where the border actually helps the cover. I think it would look much dumber without it. Also, this reminds me of that one Kendrick Lamar music video, but if you know anything about me, you know how much I hate Kendrick, so that only hurts the cover. Number 23, the Splatoon 1 Chirpy Chips cover. The only reason this is ahead of some of the other Weezer type covers is because they all look so drunk here. Nobody wants to be there, and I think that makes this cover really funny. It also has a pretty background, so that's nice. Number 22, H2O. Oh, hello 100 Gex. Also look, Splatoon bands can be something other than Weezer. It's also another case of the border actually working because they pop out of it. They're not just constrained in that small space, which makes it much cooler in my opinion. Number 21, Riot Act. Oh, hello, System of a Down. Yeah, this is way more interesting than just standing there with a basic background. They don't look like they stood on a green screen. It looks like they actually went and shot this somewhere. That place may or may not be a prison, but I'm not here to speculate. These are fictional characters. Why am I acting like these are real pictures? I shouldn't be judging them like this. Number 20, the Splatoon 3 Sashimori cover. Oh hey, they actually look normal now. I love it. It's a perfect mix of messy, but not messy enough to make it look bad. You can understand what's actually going on here. It's good. Number 19, Yoko and the Gold Bazookas. Alright, it's another Weezer, but I like this one. They are just standing there this time. They're actually posing with their instruments, which is a really nice detail. It's also interesting how they don't show the full band here, but that would probably be a mess because there's a lot of them, so I respect the decision. Number 18, however you pronounce this one. This is what the Grizzco covers could have looked like. There's so much to look at here, and none of it is in the background either. You've got instruments, some fish jamming out, a bunch of speakers. It's a cool thing to throw in an album cover. I really like it. Number 17, Seaside. This one's cool. The angle this is shot at makes it feel a lot different compared to some of these other covers. I can also tell what each of their personalities are from just this image, and I love that about it. But stop looking at me like that. Number 16, the Octotune slip cover. These were limited edition alternate covers for Octotune. Now these are really pretty and I like them a lot, but why are they so crammed in here? What did they do to deserve this? No, but it is an interesting idea and it has pretty vibrant colors. Also, it screams Splatoon 2. This is the kind of thing you will only see for Splatoon 2. Number 15, High Tide Era. I look at this cover and I see one thing and one thing only. I walk a lonely road. And that is the sole reason it is this high, because I think that's funny. Number 14, Front Row. Is this just gorillas? No, seriously, this has to be intentional. This is just gorillas. Also, they're very clearly ready for a YouTuber exposed thumbnail. Number 13 is Splatoon 2 Squid Sisters one. I mean, this is just pretty. The green tint adds so much to this otherwise okay cover. The lights are just so beautiful on this one. It's not the most interesting, but it sure does really look nice. Number 12, the Splatoon 3 Chirpy Chips cover. I like this one a lot. They all look drunk again, but this time it looks like they weren't forced to be there. It was just a random fun picture they had that they used for the album cover. It also gives off huge indie band vibes, and I love that. Number 11, Deep Cut. The first main album from an idol group on this list. It's pretty similar to the Seaside one, but this one's a lot cooler. They didn't just stand in a room, they actually did some cool poses, and it really made the background match their vibe. I know I said context isn't taken into account, but seriously, they really captured their vibe with this cover. Good job, Deep Cut. And right after that is number 10, the Squid Sisters cover. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is the most iconic Splatoon album cover. And it should be, because the Squid Sisters are iconic. Their sparkly outlines really make the cover stand out among many of the other ones, and I think it's a really cool idea. I also love the implication that the Squid Sisters swear. However, I have one small issue that prevents this one from going any higher. I don't like this background color. The entire cover is pretty, but this yellow, it's not it. It's so close to perfection. Number 9, free association. Okay, I know I said just taking a picture of the environment is pretty bland, but I really like this one. The glitchy water is a really cool effect. I mean, it's such a bland scene, but man, something about it is really aesthetically pleasing. Also, this cover might be the most likely to pass as a non-Splatoon cover, like honest to God. Number 8, the original Turquoise October cover. I like this cover a lot more than the purple one. I think it's because I like the Octarians more when they're spaced out. It just looks like a really interesting and cool cover that is quite different from many of the other ones we've seen today. Number 7, Ink Theory. It's so much more coordinated and thought out than many of these other bands. They have like a real location, and they all have matching outfits for a change. Even the text on this one looks better than some of the other ones. I mean, it's just a personal favorite of mine. I can't explain it. Number 6, Dudes Be Sleepin'. This might be one of my favorite pictures of Pearl, and it makes for an awesome album cover. I mean, just by looking at this, you know exactly what you're getting into. And they clearly didn't just snap a picture for this either, because there's like outlines of fans at the bottom that were manipulated in some way. I mean, the more you look at this cover, the better it gets. Number 5, the Squid Sisters live cover. Honestly, this should be the Squid Sisters trademark. Seriously, I love this cover. The expressions they have, the yin-yang effect they got going on, the ink flying everywhere. I think this looks really cool. I don't know. Please back me up here. Number 4, Bob Dub. This is another one that you might be able to pass as a real album cover. It's so pretty, and the shadows of the squids and palm trees really add to the feel of this cover. I can't be alone here. Don't you see how pretty this is? Number 3, Stars in the Deep. Moai emoji. This and the Bob Dub one are interchangeable for me, really. They're both just pretty. I love the blue colors on this one. I think the snowy environment suits the cover really, really well. Well done, random band that has no significance in the game. Number 2, the Splatoon 2 Chirpy Chips cover. It's definitely my favorite Chirpy Chips cover, by a lot. The vibrancy of the band members and equipment looks incredible against this black background. You can actually see the band members playing their instruments as well, and with this camera angle, it really works. There's a lot to see here, but it's not super messy. I mean, it's basically perfect. And hey, they don't look as drunk this time. And number 1, this was a pretty obvious choice, honestly. It's Off the Hook. There's just so much to love about this cover. The pink and blue sparkles that match the character, the whole dubstep feel the speakers give, the light behind Off the Hook and the ones on the speakers. I also love that the speakers and floor are actually like opposite colors to where the characters are standing. I mean, it's perfect. Like, seriously, I have nothing bad to say about this cover. It is incredible. I've talked shit about Off the Hook before, but they sure can make an amazing album cover. And that is my ranking of all the Splatoon album covers. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen anyone do this. I really liked making this video. But you can tell me where you agree and disagree with me in the comments. It's been a while since I really made a video like this. I only make long forms if I have a good idea for one, so they are few and far in between. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.